What's up, good people? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm working on my brand new blender scene, the Manor. So, seeing as though Blender allows me some sculpting abilities, we're going to work on the water, which is the lake, in this particular scene. We're going to work on the different buildings itself. I have an addition because I get input all the time about, my builds as I'm doing them. I did this for over the course of maybe a week and some change, in between my days off. Made some minor adjustments to the build itself. Well, we added a greener house, and that house in the back will probably store something. I think I did a moat around it or something, but you'll see in the video as it's going along. So today I wanted to elaborate on the previous video that I did. It was a short snippet about, honing down on skills that you possibly have that are and can be monetarily, good for you, as opposed to doing a whole bunch of things and being all over the place. I am one of those people. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. Sometimes it's hard for me to adjust, we'll say, to a certain skill that's in my field. Like, I don't do animation. Like, I know how to. It was taught in the curriculum. However, that's not my specialty. So a lot of times when people are approaching me about different game ideas, I have to explain to them several times, listen, I just do the background. I just do what you see. However, there are different things that I do know how to do, but I'm not a professional at them, just like I am the actual game art. It's easier for me to build actual prop. However, for me to build the drawer coming out, I know what to do, and creating the track that the drawer would have to go along to be pulled out. Like if a character walked up to a dresser and pulled it out, I know the steps, but I would take forever to do them. That's all I'm saying. So for me, hair was huge in the beginning of my life. Not even the beginning. I'll just take it back to my teen years. Hair was huge for me. I transitioned into art because I always knew it was something that I wanted to do. Which brings me to today. Still very much into art because it's my main breadwinner. However, I had to pick. Like, if this is what you want, you're going to have to probably have some sleepless nights. And at the end of the day, it's worth it. Some parts of it I don't like, just like, if you're working towards something that you really want to do and you just be like, my God, this tutorial is boring as hell. I've been there. I'm still very much there. I just be like, okay, can I just watch like a 5-minute something and it just teach me real quick? But then you notice you slow that 5-minute video down to like almost the second slowest speed on YouTube, so you can watch the steps, so you could probably try to get in a rhythm and remember it, because it's not the only time you're going to actually do the said step or, what have you. And to elaborate on the animations and things like that, it's actually better to know how to do some of this stuff because it'll prolong your, not even prolong, that was the wrong word. It will give you more leverage in the field, because you not only know how to do just art, you know how to do a little animation. You know how to do some graphics, which could be like sparks on the fire, smoke. I practice some of those things, but I get frustrated because you followed the steps just like you saw it. However, that video might be outdated. The steps might be a little different. Your system might be different than the one that you're watching the tutorial video from. So many different things, but the steps really should be the same, almost. I just get frustrated, and I just be like, I ain't doing it. So I just stick to the art. But I have to broaden my horizon if I want to really get into the field, because they ain't playing with people out here. Not to mention any names, but one of my favorite companies, they merged with Activision. I played WoW since my 20s, and I'm still obsessed very much. I get stuck in certain game types, so I only play Dungeons and Dragons or D&D. I love Call of Duties. I love shooter games. I played GTA for years. I've done Second Life. I've done The Sims. It's hard for me to play games that are like Roblox and things like that are like pixelized. It's really hard for me coming from that era. For me, I'm not a retro. I've seen some stuff that is cool. I don't want to get, canceled for saying anything. So I will say I've seen some things that are retro that are cool. It's just not for me. And there are a lot of different game genres out here that I wasn't even aware of, and I've been studying, this field for a while. I've tried to get in the field since I was 19, and not until in the later years did they have it so that you could do a direct degree program or anything like that. By the way, I am a alum of Full Sail. However, if you feel that you can go to another school like Vertex Academy, there are several that are out there. I follow quite a few artists on YouTube. Adam Duff. I follow Tyler Eden. Oh my God, I follow so many artists. Oh my God, Jazza. I follow so many different types of artists too, because it helps you, again, broaden your horizon on different ways to be creative. And what I have found is that the art world is, as cutthroat as it can be with copy and pasting and changing something and calling it your own. It is a welcoming community. You just have to put yourself out there. Networking is important. I went to Seattle a few years back, about, I want to say 2018, and I visited Microsoft and Nintendo, a couple of other places that had to do with, video games and things. And the tour that they took us on at the different spots, they all had one thing in common, is that, as long as you're showing your consistency, as long as we can see that you know what you're doing, then more than likely you'll get hired, even though it's a lot of competition. So back to what I was saying a few moments ago, how it's literally a lot of layoffs and things that are going on. My favorite company laid off, I think in total by the time January 2024 arrived, it was like 10,000 people. I'm scared to death at this point. I'm just like, should I leave here? I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think I'm going to freelance for a little bit and see if I can pick up any traction. But for the most part, I'm going to be trying to build my own indie studio. I'll definitely have to hire other people in the field, because it takes a village. It takes a team. And I'm not a pro at all of the different facets of game design. I do game art. I'm an environment artist. I know how to do graphic art. I know how to do so many things that, again, I had to hone in on exactly what the heck I wanted to do. And this is like a real passion of mine. Aside of hair, because I lost it for hair, no lie, y'all. But this, for me, is something that I dreamt of since I was a little kid. Since Atari, since Super Mario Brothers, and I'm going to do it. And hopefully y'all are along for the ride, because I got things to show y'all, things to do. And I will be learning some things, so I won't stay stagnant and I just need to do this game art type of deal, because I know it takes more than just one facet of a certain profession to get farther. Which brings me back to my hair. I braid, I weave, I cut hair, male and female and children. I color. I do everything, But, they told me when I got into this, you're going to have to pick. And honestly, monetarily, hair right now is the breadwinner. And, God willing, I'll get to where I want to be in this field with, the hubbub about who's being hired and fired or, laid off. Because I need to make some quality content. Not that it's not a lot of it out here, but I do want to be one of the greats at least. So I hope y'all along for the ride. What else, y'all? We're gonna wrap it up about now because it's about a minute and some change left. Tell me what you think. If you want to hear more about my journey, what degrees I already have, that I actually do not work in the field. It's imperative to me that I not waste, any of what I've been taught. So I would like for y'all to join me along my path and see, maybe you'll be interested in something like this at some point. And maybe little snippets from my videos help you out, just like, I watch other YouTube streamers. Alrighty, people. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one. I got more to show.